Kingdom people, your enemies are hoping that you give up. They hoping that you give up. They don't want you to make it. There are people who are watching you. Some of these people have been aware of you for years, maybe even trying to stop you, sabotage you, get in your way. And they're watching you keep going. And they realizing that you don't stop, that you are an overcomer, that you choose to win. And in spite of obstacles, in spite of challenges and tough times, you push through. You keep going. And they see that you have a mindset that God has your back. They know that you know that. They understand that you have a vision. You have goals. You have dreams. And your eyes is set on that. And so you push through whatever because you trust God and you trust the process and you trust that God is going to get you right to where He showed you He's taking you to. And so these people are hoping that you give up. Again, they have tried to stop you, block you, sabotage you to no avail. Many of them have been in the dark doing a witchcrafty type of stuff. Again, to no avail. So at this point, they just hope you give up. And sometimes they do things to try to, throw in your pathway, hoping that it would discourage you. Now, we already know that that won't work because you have a mindset of you're going to overcome every obstacle. Again, God is with you. You know that. You're following His lead, and God won't lead you astray. He's going to show you how to navigate around all of whatever and some. And so they understand this. Your enemies understand that you understand that. Your enemies can see that you're not stopping. And here's the thing. Many of your enemies have given up. And what do I mean by that? They have had things that they were working towards, or just in life, just trying to move forward in life. And they experienced some obstacles and challenges that caused them to give up. I don't even want to say caused them to. They chose to give up. But they would say those obstacles were the cause of them giving up. And so because you are going, you keep going, and you won't give up in spite of all those challenges and obstacles, it makes them feel away because they know they gave up themselves on pursuing higher things, greater things, even the things of God. And in many of these instances, some of them just chose the other side. They chose to work with Satan, and they understand that when you're working with Satan, that has a cap. They're seeing that. They're aware. It ain't all that great. It ain't all that wonderful. And they understand that when you continue and walk upright before God, you're going to get just what God has for you. And that's what they're afraid of. They don't want it to happen. They don't want to see you push through because they didn't do that. They took, I guess, the easy way, Satan's way. I don't think it's the easy way, but it was easy for them at the time because pressing through was too hard for them. And so they gave in. And so, again, it could just mean pushing forward to something greater than, just settling. Instead of settling, pushing for more, whatever that was for them. Again, they see you not just gonna settle, and so they're hoping that you give up. And here's the thing. I was talking to someone and they were sharing how, I had asked them about a previous manager that they were working with. They changed shifts, and so they don't deal with this manager anymore. But while I was talking to them, they were doing a double. And so I was asking them, when they had been doing doubles, and I said, do you run into your old manager that was giving you a hard time? And they said, whatever they said, they just made the point to say, oh, he was just picking on me. Some people just like to pick on you for no reason. And I said, it's always a reason. People don't just pick on you for no reason. And I went on to share how many times people were picked on, or they had some kind of experience in their life, or they presently having some kind of experience in their life where they don't feel like they're in control, where they feel like they have to succumb to something, like someone has some kind of authority and power over them, maybe even abusive. And so what they do is perpetuate that and abuse, others too. Again, they're not picking on you for no reason. Something is wrong with them. Something has happened to them and they never healed and cleared that up. Instead, they perpetuate the behavior. They recycle it. And so this person said, that's so dumb. He said, just don't understand how they could just redo something like that when that was done to them. And I said, well, again, I went on to explain how, this their way of feeling like they're getting their power back, so to speak. They're in control now. So now they can become the abuser. But I also explained to this person that what happens is when people are in traumatic situations, when they're experiencing some kind of abuse or just injustice or whatever the case may be, what happens is many a times, it can have affected them so bad to where their consciousness and psyche becomes fragmented. And so, again, when that happens, that really means that their spirit is broken. And instead of building it back up, healing and recovering, they go on to perpetuate the behavior because they're again, their consciousness and their psyche is fragmented. It's not healed. It's not whole, or it's not even it's broken. And so that's why they do the things they do to try to break your spirit, try to break you down, pick on you. And again, it's not for no reason. It's for a reason. It's because of what's going on in them. And so I went on to share with him how I often hear people say, particularly on in different spaces, mainly YouTube, I've heard people say that they be hating on you for no reason. They don't like you and be tripping on you for no reason. And my thought is always, there is a reason. People don't pick on you and be tripping on you for no reason. It's something they see in you. They're jealous of you. They're envious. They see your light, your drive, your strength, whatever it is. It's not for no reason. Now, while those are not good reasons to be tripping on somebody as if anything is a good reason, it is for them. Because again, whatever they experience that they didn't heal and recover from, they're still damaged. They're still broken. Their spirits have been broken. So when they see somebody doing something or having something that they feel like they lack, they trip on them. They hate on them. They, try to cause them problems. So it's never for no reason. So the whole thing is this. These kind of people want you to give up. They are hoping that you give up. Going back to that. Because if they're picking on you, if they're coming at you or ever have, even if they fail back, they're watching, hoping you will fall because they realize they can't stop you. And even with what they do towards you, if they're directly doing something towards you or in the dark, they're doing it to stop you. They're doing it to break you so you can't progress and move forward. But again, when it's all said and done, either way, they are hoping that you give up. They're hoping that you won't make it. They're hoping that you won't keep going. They're hoping that you will just say, forget it. Because again, it be tough. And then they throw their extra stuff on there. The whole idea is, the whole reason for it is to make you just be like, forget about it. But you're not doing it. You're not doing it. And so again, your enemies, are hoping that you will just give up. But you won't.